What is going on, everybody? Terrificon is over. It was an amazing time. This time, a 3-day weekend trip. Highly approve that you do it if you do. Uh, I picked up some amazing books for the PC. I had my first ever sketch cover commission at the event. I tell you about that story. It was pretty cool. I also picked up my first ever original piece of art as well. And I'm going to show you some of the books that I got signed by creators such as Charles Soule and Tom King. So stay tuned for this next episode of Josh's Comics.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb. I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I will make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up. Cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They
Welcome
wanna
back,
rise
guys.
up while you...
So you can see I took a little bit more footage this time. Probably should have done a little bit more. This con, first of all, if you've never been to Terrificon, it is huge. Almost as big from what I heard as Heroes Con is. It's definitely a recommendation that if you're gonna go up, do not do a day trip unless you live in the area. But if you're traveling from a couple hours away, such as me, it took me and my friend Brian about 5 hours almost to get up there. We hit traffic on the way. I highly recommend a weekend trip. Do the con at least 2 days. But yeah, everywhere you turned around, you had a booth of comics, toys, Funko Pops. People were selling swords and all kinds of different things. There's also the Wonder Woman Museum, which was set up for the first time there. They are looking to build an actual museum in Connecticut to help fight domestic violence for women and children. And it is a great thing that I think you guys should check out. I'll put it in the link down below and also put something up here so you can go follow their page. It was great to look at the memorial for Wonder Woman. Overall, though, it was also great to get on Artist Alley, which was this year. I started getting a little bit more into art. I got to see some of my favorite creators, like I said, uh, Tom King and Charles Soule. I will show you guys in a couple minutes what I picked up from them. But some of these artists did fantastic jobs, and I really wish I spent more time in Artist Alley. My buddy Paul, who will be, aka Brookso Comics, will be talked about in a little bit as well. Stayed a lot there this weekend, but it was a overall a great event, and just seeing everybody in the community was a fun time. Lunch, dinner, um, everybody was there. So shout out to everybody who, even I had some folks who I've never even met for the first time and came up, hey, you Josh's Comics, and I got to meet everybody again. Like I said, it was just a fantastic time. So yeah, let's start off with the books that I got signed by creators at this event. Um, like again, this is gonna be a bit of a long haul, but a good haul. So let's start off with Tom King. I had to get this signed. This is Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. We know the movie is coming out, and look at that, Tom King. I actually got the chance to talk to him for a few minutes. He was a really nice guy, talkative. We talked about the shows. I wish for Comic Book Canon, maybe I would have filmed it and would have asked him like, hey, give me a little bit of inside story. Have you seen a cut of the movie yet? Have you, what are you working on with Mr. Terrific? Because he is working, oh, sorry, Mr. Miracle, he is working on a show for them. So, didn't, but still, he was a great guy. I got that signed by him, and I also got my copy of Vision #1, and we talked about this a little bit and the hopes for seeing Marvel's Vision series. So yeah, so Tom was a great guy. Hope to meet him again in the future. Would love to get some more stuff signed by him. And then Charles Soule, who honestly throughout the whole week didn't have much of a line, and at least when I was there, when on Friday opening day, I walked right in. He was by himself. Nobody was up there, so I didn't snap a picture with him. I did with King. I'll probably put that back in the video somewhere if I can remember. But I did get to meet Charles Soule and talk to him for a few minutes. I got him to sign this great Darth Vader #5. You can see how he signed it up there in the corner in gold. And it's just a great Vader cover, and also like origin of Vader's red lightsaber and how that came to be. But yeah, got that signed by him. And then I got this sign. I thought this was really great. This is Daredevil #11 from his run, and first appearance of Muse. I think that's a underrated key. I know after the show it might have gone down, but still, Charles was such a great guy to talk to. Again, spent a couple minutes in both the lines talking to both of them. I did have more artists that I wanted to, and writers that I wanted to get autographed. However, I had some personal things happen about a week and a half before the con, so money was a little bit tighter. So I kind of had to let some things go and really just go with, you know, things that I really, really want bad. Um, so yeah, unfortunately, that's all that I got signed. Technically, you'll see later though. So let's jump into the actual haul. I didn't buy. We now have a nice little stack. I didn't buy like last year, like I did last year. I came home with almost 60 books. It was an unbelievable haul. Go check out my Terrificon 2024 video if you haven't yet. So I was also looking for books that I want to get signed in the future. I am now on a point where I'm not going to get every book signed, but books that mean something to me or some of my favorite, artists or writers. So let's start off. Baltimore Comic Con, Speak of the Devil, is happening in October in like a couple months, and Joshua Middleton will be there, and I already have a few books in mind for him. Well, I picked up this Batgirl #36. I think I'm going to get him to sign that. And Frank Shaw will actually be there as well. So I got two books I think I want to get him to sign. This is Catwoman 69. Nice. His variant on that. And I also picked up this great Wonder Woman cover. I wonder why. Two reasons, but you'll get in a second. Alwyn Wonder Woman #17. Yeah, yeah, I think I look great with Frank's signature up at the top somewhere, um, maybe across somewhere. But anyway, so that was from one vendor, and they actually had you know a whole lineup of different variant covers, as you would say, for different artists. So I saw the Joshua Middleton section and I saw the Frank Chow section. I do have plenty of the other ones they had for sale, so I didn't bother picking them up. Moving on, this next seller last year, I wish I would hit them up first because when we were leaving last year, they had some great deals, and it was like, um, buy five, each book $5, buy two $5 books, get one free, and they had, oh man, I think like 4 to 6 short boxes of $5 stuff, and then 4 to 6 short boxes of, each book's $10. If you buy two, you get one free. So I bought one $5 book again for the future. Hopefully, I can meet some Adam Hughes. Luxury number two. I think that's a great variant. I don't think this is expensive at all, but like I said, I'd love to get that signed by Adam. Um, and these next couple books are just books that one I thought was a great cover, and it's part of the original Harley Quinn one, issue number 21, Terry Donson cover as well. And also picked up this Gotham City Sirens, issue number 6. Now this is a six. I think it's 5, 6, and 7, or all three covers go hand in hand, as you can see. Technically, oh no, that's a plant. But as you can, well, you can see some things on this cover. Damn, so great. Like three connecting covers of Catwoman, Ivy, and Harley. So I can't remember. I think Harley's the only odd one out. I have to double check. So I picked that up just in case. Worst case scenario, I have an extra copy. I mean, hey, great to look at. This next vendor actually had some signed books. Now, I don't know when I'm gonna meet these artists, so I said, hey, if they have a good variant and it's an artist I want their signature in my collection, I'll buy. I thought the price was great, and I got a nice little bundle on it too. Catwoman number 12, Art Graham variant, and signed by the man Art Graham himself. Um, they had essentially two long boxes of autograph, of signature books, and they had a lot of verified signatures as well on the wall. Adam Hughes stuff, lady covers, up my alley, all day long. I already have a copy of this, not signed by Art Graham, so probably let go of the other one. Probably looking at sending these in eventually for signature select. I think we'll have to see. This is great. Wonder Woman 73. Jenny Thurston, Wonder Woman. I heard her line was extremely long at Heroes Con. Hopefully next year we can get her at Terrificon. Still waiting to see if Baltimore's going to announce any more guests. So maybe we'll see. And the other book I picked up, another Jenny Thurston cover, great Harley Quinn cover. And again, signed by her as well. So that's great. I've been wanting her autograph, and honestly, two great covers. I have a couple books of hers already that I want to get. In a future video, I do have a Wonder Woman variant that they did have, but I'm gonna hold off and wait to get that signed myself. I think. Um, hmm. Let's go off with Three Men in a Basement. If you're not subscribed or following Three Men in the Basement, go do that now, please. Also, subscribe to my channel and help out. I would really appreciate that. I forgot to say that in the beginning. But going back, definitely check out Three Men in the Basement. These guys are fantastic. Always getting, putting together crawls and events and community events for the community in Connecticut, and everybody else can join in. And these guys always have good deals. And, again, getting there Friday opening, I was able to snag up some great books. And I don't know what it is. I don't know why people don't go through their stuff because they have some great deals. So I found this book. This is great. This is Catwoman issue number 47, Natalia Sanders variant, which she homages off of the Alex Ross. I'm sorry, not Alex Ross. My bad. The Adam Hughes cover. So exclusive Natalia Sanders variant cover presented by KRS Comics. Back here again, Adam Hughes did a what was it? Catwoman. I don't know, the 60s or 70s doing his run. So nice little book. So you see that price sticker, right? $20 up here. Then they had another book I saw and I thought on, and this is actually signed, and they had this for $30. Look at that, and it's signed at the bottom. And this is the Detective Comics 1027 variant by Mark Brooks, CEO as well, signed by him. I thought that was great. The 1027 Detective has like a ton of variants, some pricey, so check them out. Again, it was $50 total. Then it gave me $10 off for $40. I thought that was a steal of a deal. So essentially $20 for each book. I take that. Love Three Men in the Basement. And then how do I want to do this? I'm gonna hold off the last book from Three Men in the Basement because it's a bigger book that I have a bit of a story to tell. Moving on, Erod Comics was also there. I've watched some of his stuff and heard about him. Stopped in his booth on Friday, and I picked up a book I've been wanting for a bit. This is actually pretty sharp too. This is Batman Beyond issue number 4 from the first ongoing, and this is the first appearance of Ten, aka Melanie Walker, who's part of the Royal Flush Gang. Right here, pretty much her and Terry end up having a thing in the show, and then it follows through in the comics as well. And she essentially is like his Selena Kyle. Um, I think during Rebirth, she was there, but it was they redid stuff, and they weren't in a relationship anymore. But still, I love Batman Beyond, and this is a great book to have. And up there is the new 10, as you could say, but she defines her family and essentially wants to turn over a new leaf. So great book to pick up there. Hmm. Might as well show it. This is one of the books that was on my list to pick up at Terrificon, and Erod had a great deal on it. This is Young Avengers issue number 1, 9.8. First appearance of the Young Avengers, Patriot, Iron Man, Asgardian, and Hawken, and also Kate Bishop's first appearance. Check that out as well. I've been wanting this. This is, like I said, Kate Bishop's Young Avengers is very, I'd say kind of known, but it is the first ever appearance of Kate Bishop. Really want to have this in the collection. I do have a raw New Mint. I don't know if it would hit the 9 so I went ahead and shot on this, and I'll tell you why. Erod had, I don't know, 8 to 10 short boxes filled with slabs, and his deal was any book $200 or under, 20% off. He had 3 or 4 copies of this, including my copy, and 9.8 for $200. I essentially got this for $165. Yeah, that's a deal to me. $165, way less than what you could find on eBay right now. Again, first Kate Bishop, I could not turn that down. He had another book I really wanted, but I had to decide, and I ultimately went with this. Maybe he's at Baltimore. We'll see what happens. If the book hasn't sold already, we'll have to see. But yeah, so first Kate Bishop is now in the collection. Extremely happy to have that in there. Put that down there. So, second to last book. Another book I've been wanting to get for my collection for a long time. I had trouble. There were 2 books I really wanted to come home with at Terrificon, and that was Green Lantern 87, which is the first appearance of John Stewart, and then also Lois Lane 70, the first Silver Age appearance of Catwoman. She hasn't been seen in almost 12 years since that issue, due to the Comics Code Authority, I believe, and so I really wanted those 2 books. I found a couple copies of Green Lantern 87. Somebody had an 8.0 graded copy, over $700. That's a little bit out of my price range. I found a couple of raw copies in about the $300 range. And I know you're thinking, well, Josh, I mean, his first appearance is gonna be a bit pricey. I was hoping to find an affordable lower grade, like 3.0 to a 5. Um, which you can find them around, 250, 300. The thing about the Raws was they were at 300, and I didn't want to take a chance of not getting a good grade. So I looked around, lucked out, went around, found a couple of lowest lane 70s. However, the same thing, higher grade. One that was $175, but it was beat up, well read, well loved. So I didn't think about it, but I saw it on Friday at the Three Men in the Basement setup. They had the book. They had it for 225. Okay. Came back Saturday. They lowered the price to 150. That's a big drop. So later in the day, met up with a bunch of people at the Three Men booth, and everybody's telling me about the lowest lane 70 and really hammering on me about getting it. So I asked him to take a look at it. We looked at it. I had my good friend 360 Comics, who's grading a spot on. He took it out, looked at it. He estimated it to be about a 4.5 to a 5.0. I made an offer. I was like, hey, is 150 your best? They're like, well, and Three Men in the Basement, they do this. They're like, hey, for an offer, we'll work with you. I was like, $100. Trying to shoot my luck. And they came back and they said 120. Now, I'm not trying to sound like a bad guy for getting keys for super cheap, but I flew back 110. The reason for is because on Saturday evening, well, Saturday afternoon at the con, by this time, I was almost out of cash. Like I only had $150 on me. So I wanted to save a little bit of money just in case something happens or I need something. So I threw out the 110 offer, and they were gonna call Otto up, if you know Otto from Through in a Basement, because we couldn't find him. And another community member called Big Daddy John Ross. He just came up from behind me, handed me a $20 bill. I handed the $100 bill, put it together, 120. I walked away with a 4.5 to a 5.0 copy of Lois Lane 70. First Silver Age appearance of Catwoman, a great addition to the Rogues Gallery and a great addition to the collection overall. Yeah, I really, really am excited to have this. Just realized there's another book behind it that is Catwoman related. So I'm gonna show that off real quick too. I picked that up for $10. I don't know why. What is this? Ryan Gonzalez variant cover. Let's look at that. That's beautiful. But going back, let's talk about this book for a minute. Yeah, Lois Lane 70, beautiful book. First Silver Age Catwoman, loving it. Penguin's on there as well. And I think that's that Shrieky, the super cat. Oh, so Super Pussycat, formerly Superman, huh? Interesting, interesting, interesting. Anyway, shout out to John for giving me $20. I know it's not a lot, but it meant a lot to me, and I got a great deal on this. Shout out to Three Men in a Basement. Go follow those guys. Come on, check them out. They're great people. So yeah, this needs a clean and a press. So I'm gonna have somebody jump on that. I think I have somebody in mind as well who can do that. But yeah, get that sent in eventually. The really the biggest thing is right up here in the lowest. There's a tear in the cover a little bit. But like I said, a 4.5 to 5.0 and $120. Like that's a deal. You can't find that anymore. Um. So yeah. So earlier in the haul, I talked about in the beginning that I picked up my first original commission cover sketch, which I think I'm gonna save for last, and I'm gonna show you my first ever original art piece, and I'm gonna tell you the story behind this. My good friend Paul, Brookso Comics, was in Artist Alley all weekend long, and I mean like almost all weekend. He was getting signatures, he was getting original art done. I mean, he spent a lot of money and time this weekend, and I'm happy for him because he came away with some great stuff. Um, Essentially, I was hanging out with him and some of the other guys here and there. We're looking at some of the art, and next to the artist he was next to was Adrienne Miller. Miller, if I pronounced her name right, I hope I did. She is such a sweetheart of a woman, and so Saturday we were looking at the artwork she had. I think she was taking a break or doing a panel or something, and we were looking at some of the art, flipping through it, and she had some head sketches, smaller stuff. She had 11 by 17 artwork, original covers, etc., etc. She had this dead drop, beautiful artwork that I just like. It stuck with me Saturday. Paul offered to me, and I told him, I was like, "Look, I don't have much money on me." And it's like, I would do it, and I don't have much space because you guys knew this, right? He's like, "Look, I'm buy it for you. You can pay me back in a couple months." And I'm like, we stopped talking about it. Roll around Sunday. I wasn't even supposed to go back to the con on Sunday. Me and my friend Brian were supposed to drive back home. He needed to get some a signature done and pick something up. Paul also had to go in and get some more of his commission work picked up. So there's Sunday next to her booth. She came by, met her, talked to her for a few minutes. Again, sweetest lady you will ever meet. And I was telling her like this Wanda is amazing. Like I love it. Like I wish I could have it. Paul's like, hey, let's do a bundle deal, and he bundled this piece up with a rogue piece that she did a head sketch for a great deal. And I now owe Paul. Paul, I love you, man. You helped me out get my poison ivy, which is right here, and you helped me get my first original art, and you got me on the train now. So I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but we're gonna do it. I'm gonna show you guys this. This if you're already on Instagram, you're already seeing it, but some of you may be seeing it for the first time. Here is my first ever original art in my collection, the 11 by 17 of Charlotte Witch. Take a look at that beauty. Um, me and the ladies, like I said, I saw this and I Saturday and it stuck with me all day Saturday afternoon till the evening till I woke back up till I got to the con again. Again, shout out to Paul. I love you so much, buddy. And yeah, first original art. I think I'm gonna get this framed up. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I'm thinking I might put it back on the wall. Whoa, might put it back on the wall over there. I'm gonna go down the road of original art now. Not much. I'm gonna dip into it a little bit slowly because it can be pretty pricey. But yeah, Adrian Mello, if I pronounced your name right. I'll put her Instagram up top here. I really hope I'm pronouncing that right because she was so sweet. And like I said, just take a look at that. And I was surprised. This is, believe it or not, only $300. I thought something like this would be way more, but unless I got a nice little bundle deal on it. But this is a fantastic original art piece to my collection. My first original art. So shout out to Paul again. She will be at Baltimore, and I plan on getting some things signed by her. She actually has a Supergirl variant cover coming out, which is pretty good. I want to get signed, but yeah. So first original art is in the collection. Now, I also picked up my first original sketch cover, and I'm not going to show it to you just yet. I'm going to tell you the story behind this. A few months back, I wanted to get a original sketch cover done, art done. Then I decided not to because I wanted to save my money more on comics. The problem was come Saturday, mid afternoon, well, mid morning, going to the afternoon. At the time, I couldn't find the two big books I wanted, which was Lois Lane 70 and Green Lantern 87. So my good friend Noah, aka Broke Boy Comics, I'll leave it up here. Go check him out. Go follow him. I can't wait to see his video. He got a commission sketch cover done. Now, the artist, Ryan Santos, actually did a original sketch for him last year, and it was a fantastic Mr. Freeze cover. Well, I don't want to spoil it. So he picked up another sketch cover from him this year, another Batman Rogue. So make sure you check out his video when it drops. And I thought it was like fantastic. Noah's like, hey, why don't you go get a sketch cover done too? And I'm like, and then he talked me into it. And so I was like, listen, would you do me a favor and introduce me to Ryan? And he's like, yeah. So we went over, we met Ryan, talked for a few minutes, told him my idea, you know, or I just told him not my idea, but it's like what character I would want. I said, hey, if I go get you a sketch cover in the next like 20 minutes or so and bring it back and drop it off, could I pick it up tomorrow? And by the way, this is my bad. This is Friday afternoon. And he's like, yeah, yeah, I could do that. And I'm like, all right. I knew what character I wanted in my head, and there's a story behind that. I'll tell you in a minute. So I knew that there was an artist or a seller all the way on the other side of the con in the corner that had sketch covers. So I had to run all the way back over there with Noah. He picked up a sketch cover for possible another one for himself. I picked up this great sketch cover, and originally I was gonna go with a Batman one, but this one really took the case. Really took the icing on the cake. If I mispronounce that. Went back over, dropped it off. He's like, hey, come back in the afternoon tomorrow. Cool, no problem. Saturday morning comes, kind of opens up. We're in there about 9:40, early access, a half hour before 10, the actual start time. It's about 11. I stop in. I say, hey, Ryan. And he's like, a little bit more. He's like, come back in about an hour. So I'm like, okay. I gave him about an hour and a half. Come back about almost 12:30ish, 1 o'clock. But I grabbed Noah with me because he wanted to see it too. And he really talked me into this. I'm glad he did. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna roll the footage that Ryan took. Oh, sorry, that no, I'm so confused. That Noah took of me getting the book from Ryan. So let's take a look at that video, and then when we come back, we'll take a look at the book.
All right, here for Josh's commission.
I've getting my first ever sketch commission done. Thanks to Breakpoint Comics and thanks to Ryan, right?
Yep, absolutely. Oh,
So,
I just saw a peek of it.
This is a Golden Age Catwoman cover.
Yep.
Here you go. Oh my God.
That's awesome.
Like, that's amazing.
That is awesome.
Yo,
Feels like every time. Every
take
time.
a look at that.
No matter what it is.
We're gonna have to do a photo shoot with your book too, maybe match it up with that.
Yeah,
That's
maybe.
so,
That's awesome.
I'm gonna be coming back over time, and I got more ideas. I'm a little
absolutely.
bit low on money because I'm broke like he is, but
Yep.
yeah, that's fantastic.
That's great. Josh's first commission.
Guys, go check him out. He's a great
Yes.
artist, Terrificon all the time, amazing prices, and look at this like artwork. Like that's fantastic.
Yeah.
The honor of Ryan Santos. Look me up.
Yes, absolutely.
We appreciate it. We'll see you guys soon. So there you go, guys. One Up asked him for a Golden Age Catwoman, and this thing has just been drilled in my mind since I picked it up, and it's a thing of beauty. Check that out. First ever original sketch cover that I asked personally to get done. Um, I'm sorry, but this is just the original art too is so good, and I can't say which one's better. I think both are fantastic and amazing. Um, so this is a Catwoman 80th anniversary sketch cover. I'm glad I got this instead of the Batman. And the purple actually in the back, it's kind of like looks like leather, kind of worked out so perfect with the sketch, and the way how he drew the whip to go around her as well. Um, I mean, look at that. That you can't get better than this right here for original sketch covers. Shout out to Ryan. I'm gonna put his IG up there. And this was only $110 full ink color, the whole body, everything for 110. That's a steal in my opinion. So I kind of got a new yearly tradition now. Planning on trying to go up every year to Terrificon, and if I do, next year I'm going to hit up Ryan, and we're going to go ahead and get more sketches done from him. I already got some ideas in my mind. I want to get some of the rogues, obviously. Um, but yeah, I got a lot of ideas spinning, so I'm now into the idea of more original sketch covers in my collection. I really want to grow out a nice collection of original sketch covers. Like I said, this thing is just fantastic and a beauty, and yeah. So that was it. That was my Terrificon 2025. So let's see there. My Terrificon 2025 haul. Um, Original sketch cover done for the first ever time in the collection. My first ever original art as well. You can't beat it. I got some couple keys that were on my list that I wanted to pick up, such as the Lois Lane 70, Young Avengers #1 in the 9.8, along with some other great pickups as well. Terrificon is a must go to con. You will not be disappointed, even if you have to travel. I promise you, it is worth the drive. Maybe even the fly if you're flying from different places. Um, so, guys, that is it. If you really enjoyed this video and if you enjoyed the content and the haul, do me a favor, hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. Check out some of my other videos. Check out my Terrificon 2024 haul. Let me know which one you think was better. Obviously, in my opinion, I think this was a better haul, even though it was less. But the first original sketch cover in my collection, the first original art, I can't beat that. I feel like now I kind of feel like I need to up it next year. So like maybe I need to do like 2 sketch covers and 2 original pieces of art. I hope not, because if that's the case, I'll probably be broke. Um, Follow Through Men in the Basement. Follow Broke Boy Comics. Follow Brookso Comics. Follow Big Daddy John Ross. Follow everybody Ryan Santos who did my sketch cover. Follow everybody who I've mentioned in this video. They're all great members of the community, and everybody else that I got to meet over the weekend, talk to, and hang out with. I love you all, and I hope you guys had a terrific con weekend. And I can't wait for next year. I can't wait to see what guests and artists show up. It's going to be a fun one. While I did not get to do some of the things I originally planned in my Terrificon pre-video that I did a few weeks ago, I still am overall happy and very satisfied with the outcome of this year. So, till next time, guys, stay safe, take care of each other, and as always, we will see you in the next episode of Josh's Comics.